Hello, everyone, and welcome to Prime's first ever playoffs. As you've seen, we already did the first round out, and now we'll be doing the second round, conference finals, then draft lottery ahead of our first ever draft. This has been a phenomenal first season. I'm joined with one of the largest live audiences that we've ever had in a non-ABA league. And I'm super excited. As per usual, the recording, everyone says here they all know that it's going to be posted on YouTube and everything. They're already familiar with that. Face reveal is totally going on here. So let's have some fun. Go Boston! Finally, I get to root for Boston. I guess I did that a little bit in ABA, but we don't talk about that.
Heating up.
And yeah, it's going to be really interesting. So we already had a couple upsets here. Golden State beating Utah in 7, and Los Angeles beating San Antonio in 6. Though, if I'm being honest, the Lakers probably are one of the favorites in the league. I know they moved Powell, but they should be a little bit higher, especially with most likely, I think he did win MVP, Kobe Bryant. And Phoenix with an MVP candidate and Steve Nash is going to be a fun matchup. Dallas versus Golden State, if I'm going to be completely honest, the records are a little deceiving, but Dallas is probably going to mop the floor with Golden State. Boston significantly better than Charlotte, and I think Cleveland is better than Miami, and I'm really hoping Miami wins here. All right?
No.
I made my predictions. Let's see if chat agrees with me. Well, chat doesn't. Chat's indecisive, but yes, we are doing the lottery after this on the same live stream. Chicago mathematically can't win the finals, and that appears to be what chat thinks will happen. So with that, we shall begin. So what we'll do is we're going to do a standard sim, just a one-day sim for the first 3 games, and then we'll do live sims for all of the important games. Or if there's a matchup that people are particularly enticed for, and we'll vote on them, but concurrent teams can't claim it. Can't claim a game if the other team wants it. So with that, 1 game through. All right. Boston taking the win, Miami with the
Los
win,
Angeles.
Dallas and LA. So LA was the only upset here. We'll go take a look at that game right now. And wow, they actually won, decent margin, 15 points. But it's because of Kobe. Kobe with a 31-7-7 game. I mean, Kobe's an absolute animal. Woodham had a pretty great game off the bench, though, with 14 and 10. And if you take a look over, wow, Dwight Howard had an insane rebounding game, but did nothing on offense. Steve Nash had a great game with 3 steals and 20 points, but they really got no offensive production from anyone but Nash in their starting lineup. Like, no one topping 12 points on a team full of scorers. And they're definitely missing Aaron Brooks. Looks like he's out from the first round. We'll take a look at some of the other games here and do a little injury rundown.
Dwight Howard's been pretty trash this entire playoffs.
Who has?
Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Every single time we press on, he went averaging 8 points.
All right, so now we're going to pop around the league, check for injuries, see how these games went. Dallas beating Golden State, no real surprise there. Monta had a pretty good game, and they're missing Dallenberg, who's a solid center, Beadrins, who's going to be out all season anyway. Meanwhile, Dallas, they're just elevated thanks to having a really solid all-around team. I mean, this is basically just a souped-up version of the Dallas championship team. I mean, I love the moves they made. Picking up Brandon Roy was a great move. They're deep, they're veteran, they're savvy, they're well-rounded. I mean, they had 2 players top 10 assists. That's insane. All right, looking at Boston over here. Wow, Charlotte had a great game from Gerald Wallace offensively. But aside from him, they really did not have any major breakout players in their starting lineup. Willie Green had a great game. No real pass-first player besides DJ Augustine, a couple guys with 5 assists, I see. No dominant rebounding performance. They're kind of just a spread-out team effort. Meanwhile, Ray Allen going down for Boston. He's going to be out for the entire series. Meanwhile, Butler and Felton are out for games for Charlotte. And in Allen's absence, they got picked up the slack. Wally Serbiak off the bench, putting up 18. And Scola has returned from his injury for Boston. Now we'll go take a look over here at the Miami game. So Miami would blow out Cleveland in a convincing
Yes,
fashion.
sir.
Cleveland's stars, so to speak, with one of the worst shooting performances I've ever seen.
Yes, sir.
BBGM. 2 for 10, 2 for 13, 2 for 9, 2 for 6. And they got their ass kicked by Miami, led by sort of effective Dwayne Wade, very effective Kevin Martin, and Swaggy P. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Swaggy P is outplaying Dwayne Wade. Let that sink in. God, today is not my day, speech-wise. Daquin Cook picking up the injury there, but nothing too paramount. All right, let's do a quick check for lineup changes. I don't know if there's anyone doing anything. I might do one as Boston, since my roster's not in a particularly great spot with Allen out. I'm just going to. I guess I want to slide in Wally Serbiak because he picked up slack here. Pop him in. All right. Other comments. Glory Gang wants me to put Lou Willis 6 man. That's Charlotte. Kenneth Reynolds raised his hand. Somebody want to find out what's going on there in chat. Sweet Lou is now set as 6 man with DJ starting. All right.
My aim was good, by the way. Just want to let you know that.
Everyone good? Good. All right. Here we go with game 2. All right. So we have some big news. Willie Green suffered a major injury. Going to have to check to see if he went down in overall. We'll actually take a look at that game first. So Charlotte beating Boston, but losing one of their key players off the bench to a sizable injury. I got to check and see if that brought his overall down. It did not. Okay. So his overall did not go down. They will be without Willie Green and Caron Butler for a bit. That definitely puts them in a bit of a hole here. Meanwhile, Rondo got injured for the game for Boston, so they're missing 2 of their starters. And unfortunately, their just roster as a whole wasn't able to pick up the slack. Serbiak with another great game. Meanwhile, Charlotte picking up the win and tying the series on the back of Gerald Wallace. Gerald Wallace is just a great all-around player. No real surprise. He was basically the best. Prior to Kemba, he was by far the best player in Charlotte Bobcats history. Now we'll take a look at Miami's decisive Game 2 victory over Cleveland. Another really sizable margin. This time a significantly better shooting performance from 4 of their starters, and an even worse one from the guy who played well last game, Gasol. Cleveland's well-balanced effort just isn't really working out against the really great defensive team that's also putting up points. I mean, in this case, it's the bench. Swaggy P, once again, playing his heart out, better than Dwayne Wade. I don't know really what else to say for that. Taking a look over here at Dallas now. Dallas picking up a second victory here. They got Golden State in a pretty big hole, and this was just a 1-point game, and it largely came down to Jason Kidd 3-pointer for the win. Jason Kidd's actually low-key one of the best 3-point shooters in league history, and he proves it here again. Scoring 23 points, that's a little out of character for Kidd, but with just 3 assists. Meanwhile, Roy picking up more of the assists there. A little unusual stat line for Kidd. Meanwhile, Dirk putting up just 15 points. That's more than enough as they do win. And Golden State in their production from Monte Ellis and just struggles from Steph, but nothing too severe. Big Al Jefferson had a pretty good game as well. This is a pretty solid Golden State team. I just don't think they can beat Dallas. And we'll take a look at the Lakers loss, I believe. I think the Lakers lost that game, right? Yeah, Lakers lost Phoenix big time. Kobe had a horrible shooting night. This was always like the philosophy at the time with Kobe. The only way you could beat the Lakers was letting Kobe shoot himself out of a game, and he shot himself out of the game. Taking a look at Bynum, he also had a pretty miserable game. Green had a bad game. Mike Miller had a bad game. Odom had a good game. Odom's consistent off the bench here. Meanwhile, Steve Nash with 27 and 12. I mean, he shot 9 out of 10 from free throw line, hit 4 threes. That's going to pretty much do it back then in that back in 2010 era. Meanwhile, Rashard Lewis with 20 points. And Dwight Howard with a 16-14 double-double. This was not going to be a close game. Everything that could go wrong went wrong for LA. Everything that could go right went right for Phoenix. All right. I think with that we'll go into. I'm just going to make sure I don't have.
Check lineups.
Anyone need?
Make sure that other people have lineups.
I'm a real quick zero out some of my less productive bench players. So give me 1 second. This is the downsides to not setting a playoff lineup is you have to do it mid playoffs, which is annoying as heck. Okay.
G-Way, Glory Gang said keep Blue as 6-man.
Yep, Blue's already 6-man.
All right.
Auto sort.
Which team?
Cleveland.
Cleveland auto sort. Cool. Fun fact, in case you guys aren't aware, auto sort does change by player performance. So if you auto sort at the beginning of the season and then at the end, the auto sort will be different. Okay. I was told by Charlotte I have to check for Lou Will. No, he's good. He's 6-man. All right. And with that, we will sim one more game. This will be the last game before we start going live sim. All right. So Charlotte, LA, Golden State.
Let's go.
Miami.
Sorry.
We'll take a look. We'll start with Charlotte here. And wow, they won by just 1 point. Take a look at how that happened. It was not a game winner or anything. That's disappointing. Really solid game from Pierce, but that isn't enough as Gerald Wallace and Boris Diaw, of all people, have great games. Roy Hibbert producing pretty okay, and Charlotte takes a surprising lead over Boston. Go take a look at Miami game down here. Chalmers went down with an injury for Miami. That's a pretty big loss for them, but they're now up 3-0. This would be an insane loss.
Is AI back or?
AI is back, but he did not
All right,
do anything.
then.
Meanwhile, Cleveland's roster as a whole produced, but wasn't enough. I mean, that's not what you want to see when your team plays well and it isn't good enough. Going to go take a look at the Lakers now, picking up a victory in what could be a very tough series. It was not a good game for Steve Nash and White. I mean, Nash had 22 assists, but just 8 points. I don't know how you get a stat line like that. Shot 0 for 6 from deep. That's rough. That's really rough. Meanwhile, we take a look at LA. Kobe going for 32 with 13 assists, having a great game. I mean, there was some really phenomenal games in this series so far. Actually, that game might have been. I'm going to check right now. Was it a 3? It wasn't a 3. Okay. It was like right on the edge where there could have been a potential game winner. All right, now we'll take a look at Golden State's upset over Dallas. They really need to pick up a win here. They do. It's actually in quite decisive fashion despite a really great performance from Brandon Roy offensively. And just no real standout board or passing performance from Dallas. Looking over at Golden State here, and we figured out why. Monte Ellis had 48 points. He might have the all-time most points scored in prime history. 48. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check that. I think that might be the most points all time. Nope. It is the fourth most all time. Most in the playoffs. So he finishes behind just Dirk, Kobe, LeBron in the inaugural season's most points. Damn, great performance by Monte Ellis, and that puts them up.
She would
Yeah.
put Swaggy P in the starting lineup and AI as 6-man.
Okay, that's Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
Okay, you wanted AI in the 6-man?
6-man and Swaggy P as starter.
Is that over Chalmers?
Yeah. And
Is that going to Chalmers going to take over after he comes back, or?
yes, he is.
Okay, so I'll leave it like that. Cool. All right, and then I'm gonna take a quick look.
Yo, G Wood.
Yeah.
Marcus wants you to auto sort Cleveland real quick.
I think I just auto.
Yeah, he just wants you to do it again. I don't know what it was.
I mean, it does change, but I did just do it again.
Yeah.
For him. All right, I'll take a look at my team. I'm now in a hole. Lovely. Cool. I'm gonna just. I guess I'll just go with what I got. We'll see how that goes. Any other comments going on? And wow, we are up to 15 people. That's insane. This is just a 30-person league. Half the league is here. All right.
Yes, sir.
And with that, we will go. This game will be live. What game you guys want to watch? I kind of want to watch.
I want to watch
Charlotte.
Phoenix, Los Angeles.
Phoenix, Los Angeles, or Boston, Charlotte, or we're going to give the options.
Those are my top two. I think Miami and Cleveland. I would like to see Miami, though. I don't think that'd be fun. But who knows, though? Something might change.
Fine.
Phoenix, LA seems to be the one that everyone wants to see, so we'll do a game of Phoenix, LA. Thanks, guys. Could reward the person live streaming, taking their computer's disk space up, but no.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Next time will be Fleecer.
All right. High game at the end. Oh, I want okay, that's actually pretty neat. Those are now links. That's cool. It's a small little quality of life update. Phoenix and LA tied after the first. Doesn't look like any craziness has really been going on for the Phoenix side. Just a well spread out team effort. Taking a look on LA, and Kobe's not having a particularly great game. Their offensive workload is being carried by Mike Miller. That's interesting. Delonte West has more points than Kobe Bryant. That's also interesting. All right. We'll see how it does at the end of the half. End of the first half, it's a 13-point lead going for LA, despite really solid, performance from Dwight Howard. I mean, he's having a great defensive performance with 5 blocks, but he's only got 9 points, which isn't too bad. He's on pace for 18 points. That being said, you look at LA here, Kobe already up to 11 in double figures, on pace for over 20 points, shooting a lot though. Mike Miller's cooled down a bit, but still having a pretty solid game. Bynum's having a pretty okay game, especially on the rebounding end. No real shocks here. It's been a pretty just okay game. See how the third quarter does. See if Phoenix can start coming back, and it is over. Wow, absolute blowout. 30-point game going into the third quarter here. I'm like sim 6 minutes, but it's probably going to be done. Yeah, it's definitely done, right? Yeah, it's dead. All right. So we will just. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So
a blowout right there.
it was definitely a bigger blowout going into the quarter, but I mean, nobody on Phoenix really got into it in this game. They kind of just all were mundane and average. 4 starters at under 13 points, or all their starters under 13 points. Actually, they didn't have a single player score over 13 points or over 12.
Dang.
Looking at LA, it was also a very diversified effort. Bynum really was the player of the game for them. But Kobe was relatively efficient and got the job done on both ends of the court. So nothing too crazy here. Let's go see what's happened with the rest of the playoffs.
Did we win or?
Miami has knocked out Cleveland. Golden State picking up a second, and Charlotte picking up a win. We'll take a look at the Charlotte game.
Oh, sorry.
Calm down, dude. Calm down.
Sorry.
Roy Hibbert makes a game winner with 14 seconds left to knock out Boston here putting them now in a 3-1 hole, despite 39 points from Paul Pierce. Serbiak did next to nothing, replacing Ray Allen. The Ray Allen injury is probably going to go down as the nail in the coffin for the Boston team. Patellar tendonitis. Butler is back in 2 games as well for them. Charlotte's just getting very lucky here. Wait, did Hibbert only score one? No, he scored several baskets. All right. Just Felton that had the horrible game. All right. Around the league, we're going to go take a look here at the Cleveland getting knocked out by Miami. So Kevin Martin goes down with an injury, but he will be back for their games. Assuming
How long?
no, he will miss game 1 if Charlotte wins this next game. So they could be potentially fairly shorthanded. That being said, Dwayne Wade has his best game of the season probably. And Joakim Noah almost posts a triple-double if you count turnovers. Meanwhile, Cleveland, they once again just didn't get enough production from their starters, and it led to them losing by 4 points.
Good game, Marcus. You had a good season, by the way. I just want to let you know that.
Looking at
You had a
Golden
real good
State,
season.
Dallas here. Overall, Dallas did pretty good in this game, but just wasn't good enough. 32 points from Dirk. They could blow this 2-game lead. Monte with 26 and 12. Monte's having a great game. I don't know if any of you guys followed basketball in 2010 and 11, but Monte Ellis was transcendently good for a really bad Golden State Warriors team. It was really fun to watch, and he's doing the same
Actually.
thing here. He was making shots. He was one of the first guys that was a volume 3-point shooter. And now we'll take a look over. We already saw that one. All right, so I'm going to set a lineup because my team's
Charlotte said that they want a plus Garnett, by the way.
Garnett? They don't have Garnett.
I don't know. Let me see.
I have Garnett.
Oh, wait. Never mind. My bad.
No. Plus doesn't always work the way you think it does.
That was my bad. I thought he said recommended it. I thought you wanted it. My bad.
No, I'm going to make some decisions here, but not that one.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say it, but, I understand.
I think I will go. All right. You guys ready? Do you guys mind if we watch the Boston game? Please? You guys okay? You know what? Fuck. No, I'm not going to pull the mod abuse. Yeah. All right, cool. People are okay watching the Boston game. That's good, Sometimes you just gotta give someone one. You gotta watch him get hyped up. That way he can get his heart melted later. Okay? For the record, Charlotte won the jump. That's never a good sign. Whew. All right. Celtics are up big after 1. Butler's still out. Willie Green's still out. But Gerald Wallace is having an okay game, struggling a little bit on the offensive end. Boris Diaw having a pretty productive performance as well. Meanwhile, KG in 10 minutes has 8 points and fouled out. The fuck? How did that happen? How does someone that can't be right? Yep, that's right. They just didn't take him out with the fouls. That's crazy. All right. So that happened. All right. We'll see how the Celtics do without KG. End of the half, they're up 14, having missed KG now for an entire quarter. Just remember that, Charlotte. If you blow this, that's on you. Doesn't matter wants you to win, clearly. Gerald Wallace have the pretty solid game. Well, actually, pretty bad offensive game, pretty solid defensive game. Really struggling on the boards as well. Diaw's having the great game with 6 free throws hit, up to 10 points now. Randy Foye having a great game. I used to get Foye and Willie Green confused. They're basically the same player, and look at that. They're on the same team. Or at least they were back then when they were both healthy. Foye ended up being significantly better due to career duration. Meanwhile, looking on the Celtics end here, no other players in foul trouble. Only KG, who's out. Serbiak's playing because that worked so well the last time they had Serbiak sub in for one of their stars. See what the comments are saying about this game. Was KG the problem? No, because we were ahead in the first. That's where we got the lead. Look at that. Look, we had KG, and we were up. Now we don't have KG, and we're going to die. We're going to lose because KG fouled out because we put him on the plus. I'm just kidding. That's no biggie. It happens, you know. G-Wood never can win live sim games. Clearly. All right. Great game for actually really no one on Charlotte. I guess their bench, Kristich and Foy. Henderson, they're just getting contributions from all over. Bruce Bowen was in apparently for a little bit for Boston. And Boston getting a more team effort. Rondo might be starting playoff Rondo, which was actually, this is when playoff Rondo became a thing. He's on pace for a little less than triple-double. No other players in serious foul trouble for Boston, I guess. Devin Harris and Horford both got a few fouls on them. And Serbiak even. Boston's got some big foul problems. All right. So what we'll do is we'll go to 6 minutes. And it's a tie game after 6 minutes. See, this is what I didn't want. This is not what I wanted. I wanted to win.
Yes, thank you.
We got comments from here. I'm about to lose to the Bobcat. Bobcats are going to blow a 3-1 lead. That's what's going to happen. All right.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Nanad Kristich is up to 15-11, having a great game here. Meanwhile, Horford's at 15-8, not too bad. Rajon Rondo's he might get a triple-double here. He has 16, 13, and 8. He's having a phenomenal game. Just saying, this is Rondo's season. All right, we'll go. We'll sim a minute. All right, it's a 1-point game. We'll sim another minute. It's a 3-point game. Tony Allen's really sucking here. One more. All right. So Diod fouled. Celtics were up. Next game, we'll just do play-by-plays from here on. So Josh Smith at the free throw line. He hits 1, Celtics up 1. Hits 2, Celtics up 2. Wallace turns the ball over. Josh Smith lays it in. 4-point game. Felton misses his layup. Al Horford with the board. Rondo shoots a 3. This was not when Rondo was a 3-point shooter, not that he's ever been. Gerald Wallace with the board. Wallace shoots a 3. Wallace was never a 3-point shooter. Al Horford misses a post shot. He is a post shooter. Hibbert with the board. Foul on Josh Smith. I think Josh Smith is now getting a bit of foul trouble here. With now just 2 fouls, not too bad. Wallace at the line. Wallace hits 1. 3-point game. Wallace misses 1. Horford with the defensive board here. It's a 3-point game. Boston's ball, 1:49 left. Gerald Wallace steals the ball from Rondo, 1:36 left. Foy for 3 misses. Josh Smith the board. Foy steals the ball from Rondo, and Gerald Wallace with the layup on the Foy feed. Boston's ball, 1 minute, 10 seconds left, 1-point lead. Devin Harris hits the mid-range shot on Rondo feed, 3-point game. Boston up with a minute left. Al Horford fouls Boris Diaw at the line. He hits 1, misses 1. He has 9 for 14 from the free throw line so far. Rebound Josh Smith, 2-point game. Roy Hibbert with a huge steal from Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce then blocks Roy Hibbert's layup. And Al Horford with the board, only for Rondo to turn it over. 30 seconds left and a 2-point lead. Josh Smith steals the ball from Boris Diaw. 25 seconds left. You got to have the Charlotte intentional fouls here. But Josh Smith, with a second left, misses a 3. 2-point game. Charlotte's ball, 1 second left. Hibbert with the board. Okay, so Hibbert has the ball with a second left.
What are you?
We're good.
What are you
We're good.
doing?
And I fouled at the end of the buzzer. All right. Randy Foy at the line. He hits 1. He missed 1.
No!
He missed 1. Pierce at the board. Yes.
No!
Woo. And that's why we play the game. That's why we play the game. Woo. Eh. All right. There we go. All right, let's go take a look at the rest of the playoffs here. All right,
Yeah, but you give those don't matter cheat codes.
dude. I wish. Though one day there's totally going to be cheat codes in this game. Just saying, one day. So Kobe Bryant will knock out the Phoenix Suns thanks to a
Wow.
22.11 effort from him and a double-double from Bynum. They really got a thing going there, the two of them. Very productive. Odom's being great off the bench here. Phoenix, despite being one of, in my opinion, the favorite to win the championship here, it didn't matter. Dwight Howard, 21-12 and 12-12 from Chris Kaman. They had a great game. Nash had another great game, but it just wasn't enough to stop MVP Mamba. I mean, Kobe's a beast. Did anyone have any doubts? Meanwhile, Dallas picks up a huge win over Golden State. They really needed this, and it was thanks to Captain Jack and Monte Ellis. Of course, it's been them all season. It seems like Marcus wants something. Can somebody let me know what that is? All right, I don't see anything from Marcus. All right, so we have a few games we can watch here. The Dallas Golden State game, the Boston game. Which do you guys want?
Boston.
Yeah, all right, cool. The crowd wants the crowd seems to want Bobcats. Not Boston, Bobcats.
Yeah, Bobcats.
So-
That's what I want to see. I want to see the Bobcats win.
All right.
All right, yep. Glory changes Bobcats.
All right, here we go.
Do
Hey.
not choke, Charlotte. Please do not choke.
End of first quarter. It's a 2-point game. Charlotte leading. Let's see if KG's fouled out yet. No, he has not. All right, that's a huge deviation from the last game where Boston won. Ray Allen, of course, still out. Charlotte's up by 2. Largely looks like Josh Smith's been struggling. Pierce is having a horrid game from 3-point range with just 2 of 7. I don't know why he shot 8 shots and 7 3-pointers in the first quarter. Meanwhile, Charlotte getting horrible production from Felton. Solid start to the game from Gerald Wallace. And foul-wise, Wallace picking up 2 fouls early. Not a particularly great start. All right. Let's go one more quarter. And is an 11-point game. Wow. Charlotte with a huge lead at the end of the first half here. Al Horford getting into a bit of foul trouble. Miserable game from Josh Smith, who still has 0 points. Rondo having a horrible game. Meanwhile, on Charlotte's end here, Gerald Wallace having a pretty okay game. Boris Diaw in foul trouble. But it's Roy Hibbert, I guess, that's been the X factor with 10 and 9. Nenad Kristich with 8 and 3. Leaving Lou Williams is having a bad game. This is just not what you want to see here, but I guess Caron Butler's return is making a difference. We'll go through this quarter. It is a 3-point game as we go into the fourth quarter here. Wow, that was a big difference in a quarter. And Boston now has the momentum. Horford having a great game, 15 and 7 with just 3 fouls. Smith has just 1 point and has basically been benched, 0 for 7 from field goal. Meanwhile, Paul Pierce having a miserable scoring performance thus far. Rondo having a horrible game. Doesn't matter. All these bad performances, they don't matter because Serbiak is coming through. Serbiak with 13 points off the bench here. And now we take a look over at Charlotte, and they got major foul trouble for their top 2 players in Diaw and Wallace, or medium foul trouble, I should say. But they're getting a lot of bad performances as well. This is just not a particularly fun game to watch right now for either side. I guess we'll go 6 minutes. All right, so it is now a 8-point game. Bobcats leading, 6 minutes left in the game. Bobcats are 6 minutes away from going to, I believe this is their first ever playoff appearance, and I believe they're now 6 minutes away from going to the conference finals. We'll take 1 minute. It's a 10-point game. 1 minute. 9-point. Do one more. 5-point.
No,
I guess
G
we'll
Wood,
walk
stop
up.
reading it. Stop reading it, G Wood.
So it's a 5-point game. Bobcats lead. Hibbert had the ball. Wait, did Hibbert? I don't think he did because there we go. Okay. Hibbert with the offensive board. They do some subs. KG comes in for Horford. Rondo in for Scola. Caron Butler missed the
Starbreeze,
shot.
G Wood.
KG the rebound. 2 minutes 20 seconds left. KG misses the post. Pierce with the steal off Dio. Wallace off the steal off Rondo. KG foul. Butler at the line. He hits 2 7-point game. Harris misses the 3-pointer. Hibbert with the board. That might be game. KG with the board. A minute left. KG hits a 4-point game. Charlotte's ball. Tough Juice misses 3. Foul on Augustine Pierce at the line. He hits 1, misses 1. It is a 3-point game, 52 seconds left. Charlotte with the ball. Josh Smith fouls Wallace at the line. He hits 1, hits 2. KG then answers right back with a shot. 3-point game, Charlotte's ball, 44 seconds left. Gerald Wallace misses a 3. Pierce with the dunk, 15 seconds left. Foul on Horford. Horford fouls out. Augustine misses the first free throw, hits the second. Boston's ball down to 13 seconds left. KG misses the game-winning 3 with 5 left. Caron Butler with the rebound at the line. He hits 1. If he hits the second one, it's game. He missed it. 4 seconds left. Presumably Boston's ball. Boston's ball with 4 seconds left. All right. As GM, I wish I had a say in who takes the last shot here. I just don't want it to be a dunk. I'll be happy with anyone shooting a 3. I'm looking at my lineup here, and the guy I'm giving the ball to, they've all had really bad shooting nights. I want to say Josh Smith is going to hit one, right? He's 0 for 6 from 3. But there's just not a lot of good options. Maybe Paul Pierce. Yeah, I'm pausing and entering cheat codes are what people are saying. All right. So here we go. Oh, there's subs. Lovely. That just all right. So I'm gonna say Pierce shoots it. They just didn't do anything.
Let's go!
They just didn't do
Yes, sir.
anything. That's a bug report right there. That
I'll
is
be
a
back.
bug report.
I'll be back. Good luck, Charlotte.
All right, and like that, the Celtics were eliminated by the Bobcats. Wow. I don't know what to say. That was I'm glad this was recorded, so I guess I guess Dumbmatter's gonna have to watch this. Meanwhile, we do have a game 7, so we'll get to check that out. We'll take a look at this last game here. And Golden State beating Dallas in a high-scoring game. Dirk with 45 points. Meanwhile, 4 starters, top 20 points. Only S-Jax gets less. McGetty even had 29. 10 for 10 free throws from Monte Ellis. Just a really great team effort, and now you're seeing the real potential of this Golden State team as they go into Game 7. Of course, we're going to watch the Game 7 because why the hell not? All right. End of first quarter, and I'd say it's wow. This is a really strange quarter. I mean, Dirk doing well is not surprising, but it's just like a diversified effort. Nothing crazy outlying. I mean, Monte and Dirk are both having great games. Dallas leading because Dirk. At halftime, it's a pretty big game, 65-56. Dirk has 21 already. Monte already at 14. I mean, they're just going back and forth here. We'll see. Wow, 1-point game in the fourth here. Really dominating performance from Monte. He's at 16 and 9, but right now he's on the bench. Meanwhile, 11 rebounds for Big Al, but just 9 points. Some really good performances off the bench for Golden State. Meanwhile, looking at Dallas, their entire team is right now based around Dirk Nowitzki and Chris Humphries. Yep, the Kardashian himself. All right. I guess that would be in LA. We could end up with a Kardashian Bowl. That's going to be pretty funny. All right. So we'll do 6 minutes here. And Dallas is up by 6. Turioff stole the ball at the end. That's pretty cool. All right. 1 minute. Dallas up big time. Dallas just pulling further ahead. Dallas, yeah, this is probably over. Yeah. Congrats to Dallas. They'll be going to the conference finals against LA. They knock off. Ultimately, it came down to just Dirk Nowitzki's 40 points. I mean, kid had almost a triple-double, too. So, first ever Prime League Conference Finals will be between the Dirk Nowitzki Dallas Mavericks, the Kobe Bryant Los Angeles Lakers, the Dwayne Wade Miami Heat, and the Gerald Wallace Charlotte Bobcats. 3 really great superstars are in these 2 games. I would say part of me out of these teams, my prediction is going to be that I'd say Los Angeles is probably going to beat Dallas, and I'm gonna say Miami beats Charlotte, and I'm gonna say Los Angeles beats Miami in 5. I have dinner off to the side. Please don't judge my rice. Nobody is judging my rice. They're just calling it nice. I'll take that. All right. So, y'all want to watch? And do you guys want to watch games yet, or do you guys want to wait until we get a couple games in? We're gonna get a couple in. All right. So we'll do game one. Both the top seeds pulling out the victories in game one. Dallas winning 116-112, beating Kobe by just 4 points. Kobe had 26 and 11, 3 and 2, and 2 boards on top of that. Great game for him. Jeff Green had the best game of his career with 27 points, including 5 threes. Meanwhile, taking a look at Dallas, they lose Jason Terry in this victory. That could be huge. He's going to miss one more game with a sprained ankle here. Meanwhile, Dirk with 36 points, carrying the load, a 36 and 11 stat line. Going to be interesting. Replacing Terry, they have a few options. Most notably will probably either be Roddy Beaubois, JJ Barea, or Sean Marion. We'll see what they opt to go with. Meanwhile, let's go take a look over here at Miami's performance against Charlotte. Fortunately for them, DJ Augustine will probably miss the rest of the series, suffering strained quadriceps in an absolute blowout performance. Dwayne Wade having one of his best games in recent memory. Meanwhile, Joakim Noah with another great defensive effort, and Mario Chalmers with a double-double. Swaggy P not really doing too much off the bench, but Haslam having a double-double off the bench. Well, Kobe is not the greatest passer in the league, addressing the comments here. Nash had some phenomenal games last series. I think he had like over 20 assists in 2 of them. So considering Kobe's broken 11 twice since I've been going, maybe 3 times, and Nash had 20 assists twice, I would say Kobe's not quite on Nash's level. Steve Nash, the 2-time MVP. Pretty sure. Just, you know what? I'm gonna just do it where all you can see it. Okay. Steve Nash. Should say 2, wherever it is. Steve Nash has 2 MVPs. We'll just go on his Wikipedia page. Okay. If it wants to load. There we go. See, Steve Nash should have, what's that? 2 MVPs. All right. And now we're going to go take a look here and say Kobe Bryant. All right. We're going to see MVPs. Okay. I just want people to know. That's right. Kobe Bryant. It says right here, 2008 MVP. Oh, wait. Are you saying? Is that true? That's right. Steve Nash has more MVPs than Kobe. I'm amazed. That was sarcasm, by the way. All right. Now we go into game 2. And Kobe definitely picking up the win, Charlotte picking up the win. These are going to be 2 fun series. That's pretty exciting here. All right. We have a 138-131 victory for Charlotte and an absolute nail-biter. Gerald Wallace with a phenomenal 34-point game, though he did have his 9 turnovers. Can't be Gerald Wallace without turnovers. But he did have an absolute outstanding overall offensive performance. Meanwhile, Miami, largely led by Kevin Martin, didn't quite have the ability to answer up to him. Kevin Martin and Gerald Wallace are low-key like 2 of my favorite 2010 players, just because they looked so great that season, but it was just really a statistical anomaly for them. to be quite at that level. But either way, phenomenal games. Great bench for Miami here. But Charlotte picking up the well-deserved victory thanks to a phenomenal game from Gerald Wallace. Taking a look over here at Los Angeles' victory, Kobe Bryant with a 23, 6, and 6 stat line. And the guy that really carried them in this performance was the 20 points off the bench for Bynum, who also had 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Meanwhile, taking a look over at Dallas, Dirk had 27 and 11, but it wasn't quite enough as his team was without Jason Terry. All right. And with that, we will go one more game, and then we shall do live sims. All right. So Dallas and Miami picking up the victories here. This is going to be a very back-and-forth series, I can tell. Dwayne Wade had a atrocious performance, 3 of 19, in a victory. Why would he win? You may be curious, because I certainly am. It looks like it's because of Allen Iverson off the bench with
Yo,
his
what's going
14
on?
points. So what's up?
Did I win?
Which team were you?
I'm Miami.
You are currently up, yes. You're up 2-1.
All right, what? Sorry, I
Bro,
had to take a shower.
how'd they win with Wade shooting like
I had to take a shower real
15%?
quick. I'm sorry.
Bro,
This man Wade shot 15%.
Yeah. Horrible game from Wade. Over 10 from 3.
Oh,
Doesn't Wade have he has a 54 from 3. Okay, this has
I
been.
mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, but he shot over 10 from 3.
Dang, okay.
Has been terrible all season though. So
I'm surprised. I've tried getting him. I've tried doing everything I could, but he just hasn't produced. But I mean, he hasn't. I mean, he's not like he's probably his worst statistical season he's had. And I've tried to give him everything I could.
Gerald Wallace had a pretty good game too, but I guess it just overall Miami's depth was better. I don't even know. This is just a really strange game because Charlotte played better but lost. Now taking a look at Dallas's victory. Dallas beats the Lakers. Once Jason Terry's back, this team is significantly better. He goes off for 17 points. Meanwhile, a traditional Jason Kidd stat line finally, the 6, 7, 8. And with that, we will go. You guys probably want to see how Kobe did.
triple single gang.
We had 25, 7, 6. All right. That we shall go live sim. What do you guys want? Dallas?
Miami.
No, let's get Dallas.
Bobcats are getting the votes in chat. All right, so I think more people want the Bobcats to win than any of the other 3 franchises. May I remind you, Dallas does not have a ring at this point in history. Every other team here has a ring. Dallas does not.
Miami doesn't need it, do we?
No, Miami has a ring from 05.
Oh, 2007, yeah.
Oh, was it
around
7?
that time.
Yeah, it was early in 2000s. All right. So we will live sim Charlotte because people are a really big fan of Charlotte. All right. Yeah, this is what happens. You guys are fans of Charlotte, and look at this. Now you turn on them. You turn on them like animals. They are getting demolished. Wade has 8. Martin has 10. You look at Charlotte's roster. They don't have a single player over 5. You guys just want to see 7. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't even know why I did that.
Dang.
I shouldn't even done that. It's an absolute blowout. Wade with 22 and 8 and 3. Meanwhile, Kevin Martin having a solid game off the bench. Allen Iverson with a solid game. Meanwhile, you go take a look at Charlotte. Yeah, look at that, Charlotte. You guys,
No, I'm already done.
You guys are all big fans of Charlotte.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
did.
Charlotte. Look at that team.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Charlotte just got murked.
What was that 116 to 79, huh?
Bobcats gonna overcome 3-1. That's the comments we get.
You know it's bad when they playing their worst player on the bench.
Yeah, Desenga Diok, and he led them in field goal percentage. All right, and Dallas picking up the win. Now we had 3-2-1 leads. Dallas with a big victory here, and this is a really strange one because they didn't have any great performances, just okay, showing off their depth. Though we do have the Kardashian Bowl, and I completely forgot to mention it. Lamar Odom versus Chris Humphries. We do also here have Kobe Bryant having a pretty miserable game. This was just a bad game from both teams. And with that, we will be going into a 2-3-1 situation. So you guys want to watch Kobe or you want to watch Charlotte? I'm gonna read the comments here.
Miami.
Let's see. We got Kobe, Bobcats, LA,
Miami.
Bobcats. Oh wait, all those LA votes are for the same people. Get the hell out of here. Looks like we're watching. Guess who? The Bobcats.
Yes, sir.
We're watching the Bobcats. You guys know why? Because
Bogey.
well, it's mostly because I'm petty and want to watch Kobe play in Game 7. So here we go. Bobcats one more time. Oh wow. I mean, they might not get blown out by 30. Hey, look, they're with them. It's a 5-point game. We'll take a look at the halftime results here. Harold Wallace not having a great game. And keep in mind, DJ does return if they survive this game. Or off the bench, doing pretty solid. Wade, he's actually not doing too miserable here. Lul Deng, not doing too miserable, but there's no real great games for any of these guys. Darrell Wright's having a great game though. Okay, well, into the third. Oh boy. We'll go 6 minutes in. Yeah, no, it's just 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yes, sir.
That makes
Yes,
more sense.
sir.
We're just going to. All right. So, recapping the
Sir.
Bobcats' crushing defeat over Miami. Miami just outperformed them at every position imaginable. Yeah, so Kevin Martin, I mean, how many players? Is that 6 players over 12 points or more? Yeah, 6 players, 12 points or more. Kmart with 10 assists. Doesn't he have like a trash pass? He's a 48 passing, just having a great game. All right. And with
Let's
that,
go. All right.
wow. Okay. Spoiler alert, I suppose. Dallas knocks off, and we have a rematch of 2006 or 7 finals. I think it's 2006. Wow, that happened 2 years too early. Oh, 05-06. I was right. 05-06. So we were a year too early for the Dallas matchup. This is going to be interesting. The LeBron-less Miami Heat.
No LeBron, no problem.
Wow, Kobe had a miserable game. Absolutely atrocious. 7 of 25, 0 for 9 from 3. Burke had a great game. A lot of turnovers though. It's just really the team effort that got Dallas. All right, so with that, we are going into the finals. Miami versus Dallas, a rematch of just a few seasons ago, but with completely different rosters. Shaq is now in Washington, I think, where he was previously in Miami. But the staples of the franchise are still around. All right, so who do you guys got? Got? Let's see. Comments say Mavs, Dirk.
No,
Like
no,
Mavs.
not Mavs. Not Mavs.
It looks like everyone wants Mavs. All right,
No.
let's go Mavs.
Woo! Go Heat.
All right.
Heat.
End of the first quarter, Miami leads by 1. Dirk's having a pretty good game. Brandon Roy's having a good game. Let's get Brandon Roy a ring here. Kevin Martin's having an okay game. Wade's 2 for 6 from the free throw line.
Kmart in foul trouble. 3 in the first.
Yeah. Miami has pulled ahead 46-65. I don't really have any other comments on that. Like no major statistical changes have occurred. See if it gets a little bit better at the end of the third here. Yeah, it's this game's over. We'll see what they finish with here. But it looks like Miami's going to take this one pretty convincingly. Yeah, so Miami picks up a pretty sizable win, destroying Dallas. Dirk had a pretty solid game, but with the exception of Dirk here, I mean, major struggles from Jason Terry, Ariza, Marion, and even Humphries to a degree. Meanwhile, you go take a look over at Miami, and no Wade, no problem. Kevin Martin and Swaggy P. I mean, Swaggy P really produced 19 points, 19 minutes, 23 points. So we'll go into game 2 here. I had to mute Fleecer real quick just because he was having a little bit of background static. But I'll Fleecer, you can unmute once your background.
Hey, is that better or sorry about that?
That's better. That's better. Cool. All right.
Sorry, I was moving around while I was talking.
No biggie. End of Q1. Oh, wow. All right. So Miami is going to have Dallas in quite a hole after this. Lul Deng having a great game. 10 minutes, 3 for 3, 6 for 6. I mean, Lil Dang is really carrying this game. End of Q2, it's not looking any prettier. I mean, Dirk is having a great game, but getting no help at all. Oh, this is a repeat of the. Damn, this is a repeat. AI did go down with an injury, so there's that. And Swaggy P is having a great game. You know what's going to really be crazy? When Swaggy P wins Finals MVP. Oh my God, Swaggy P is going to win Finals MVP. The Prime League's going to be a joke. Swaggy P is going to
Iggy
win
2.0
Finals MVP.
Iguodala, am I right? It's basically Iguodala again from 2015, am I right?
Swaggy P isn't even good like Iggy.
I mean, it's gonna be a story, am I right?
I guess. So Miami picking up the win here. Dirk getting no help. I mean, if I'm being honest, Dirk probably deserves Finals MVP more than anyone on Miami.
Hey.
But if anyone on Miami is going to get it, it's their leading scorer, Swaggy P, who's now led them in scoring for both of their first 2 victories. And Miami now leads 2-0.
Come on, don't choke.
God, this is going to be rough. This is going to be really rough. I don't know if I can watch Swaggy P get Finals MVP.
Realistic game engine.
Ooh.
So
Just fresh
fortunately,
forward. Let's
Dallas
go.
is up, and Dirk is having another great game. He's on pace for 40.
It's that
At
home
the
advantage.
half,
Oh man.
at the half, Dirk is still carrying. I mean, this is Dirk's game right here. Meanwhile, Lowry's having a great game off the bench. Wade is still missing in action. He really hasn't had a game yet this series. And Swaggy P isn't playing that much.
Yo, play Swaggy P as starter, okay? Next game.
I mean, he just had his bounce back quarter. He's now up to 16 points. Looking at Dallas here, it's again the Dirk show, but Brandon Roy being his sidekick once again. Dallas up 6. We'll go to halfway through the court. I went all the way through the quarter. That's my bad.
Let's
Miami, of
go.
course, won.
Let's go. Let's
That's
go.
that's pretty funny. The worst thing here is that with 3 points in the game, Deng hit 2 free throws, and with 0 seconds left, Kevin Martin robbed Brandon Roy of the chance. So Brandon Roy turns it over, and Swaggy P once again leads Miami in scoring. I really don't know what to say to this. Like, Dirk has got Finals MVP in the bag, but is going to lose the series. Dude, this is.
Let's go.
Dude, all right. I just want to see how quickly in the comments can we get who wants Fleecer to blow a 3-0 lead?
Oh no.
We got 1. We got 2.
No.
3, 4.
No.
4. Plus myself.
No.
6. Yeah. You're like 7 or 8. All right, this is great. All right, so we all agree. We want the Heat to lose. We want Fleecer to blow a 3-0. Let's go. Let's go down.
I deserve this ring. I've made so many moves.
End of Q1, Miami leads by 3. Mario Chalmers is out. Dirk is not having a great game, but that doesn't matter because Jason Kidd's got us in the scoring department.
Joakim injured at the end.
Oh no.
Wait, was he?
Yeah, look at that. 33 seconds. Joakim Noah injured.
He's not his Chalmers.
No. I see what he's saying. 33 seconds. That's so weird. We're gonna have to see if he goes back in, but I don't think he will.
That's big. He's their best defender right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, and so Noah is out. He is hurt. But Dallas is down 6 at half. Dirk has got foul problems. He's not out there. Meanwhile, Swaggy P's playing. He's been hot this series. God, what has happened to this game?
Come on. Come on.
I'm going to do 6 minutes here. Oh, no. They're still up. All right. Yeah, this is just not looking particularly good. So it is a 4-point game. Dallas trailing. Dirk is out. Dirk is fouled out.
Yay!
So Jason Kidd is carrying the offensive load. Dallas is up. Dallas is up. 4.
No!
All right, Dallas is up 4. We'll go 1 more minute. Tie game. 1 more minute. 3-point game. 1-point game. Miami leads. Kevin Martin. Oh no, that's not correct. Ball is was just shot by Jason Terry. Pedro with 3 rebounds. I guess we'll just do 1 more minute here. And so that puts 2 minutes 40 seconds on the clock. With tie game and Ariza on the line, maybe? No. We'll see who's on the line. JJ Barea on the line. He hits 1 free throw, and then Deng hits a mid-range shot, putting Miami up 1. Dallas's ball. Gooden misses a 3-pointer. Deng with the rebound. Wade hits 1. 3-point game. Miami leads. Gooden misses a 3 again. Jason Terry steals the ball from Wade. Jason Kidd comes in, and Marion misses the ball. Misses a shot. Pedro with the rebound. Pedro misses a shot. Lowry with the board. Jason Kidd hits a huge 3, tie game, 1 minute left. Jason Kidd fouls, Wade at the line. He hits 1, misses 1. Kidd misses a go-ahead 3-pointer. 1-point lead, Miami's ball. Jason Kidd steals it from Wade.
No!
I think that's the second time in like the last few plays. Jason Kidd with the huge steal here with 33 seconds left. Dallas down 1. Kidd hits the 3.
No!
The go-ahead 3. 2-point game, 14 seconds left. All right, so I'm going to just say what we're all thinking, okay? If you're the Miami GM, or the Miami coach, you got 14 seconds left. You know, you got Dwayne Wade on your team. You got Kevin Martin.
Kevin Martin shooting.
You got some great 3-point shooters. You got one of the greatest 3-point shooters of all time, Peja Stojakovic. But you know who I give the ball to shoot a 3?
Swaggy P.
It is
right?
Nick Young.
Let's see. Kevin Martin misses at the buzzer. That's game.
Man.
Yep. All right. Congratulations. Dallas picks up a win. That being said, it's worth noting Dirk hardly played. The guy that won MVP in that game would definitely have been Jason Terry. Also worth noting, the streak continues. Swaggy P is still the Heat's leading scorer in the series. All right. Game 5.
Hey, G-Wood, just so you know, I'm doing
what's
some
up,
live commentary and announcements right now for the guys who are on the Zoom.
Oh, that's baller. All right. And here we go. One more game.
Yeah, it's a close spread. Half a point.
Yo, Dallas down 6. We'll see if there's any major storylines. Dirk not with that bad a foul situation. 2 fouls after a quarter. 11 points here. Roy with 6. Not really doing too much. Kid's actually having a really bad game. But Joakim Noah, Swaggy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Swaggy P goes down.
No!
Joakim Noah goes down. Chalmers goes down.
G-Wood rigged it.
Dude, the hype.
G-Wood rigged it.
All right. So with that, we will go to the half. So despite Miami missing 3 of their starters, I think it's 3, right? Well, no, 3 of their top 6. Despite that, Miami is still ahead at halftime.
Wade carry season? Wade carry season.
Oh my God. So it's a 15-point game starting the 4th. Dirk's got 15, 8, and 3. Meanwhile, we take a look over at Miami, and it's Kevin Martin, I want to say, that's carrying. But Kevin Martin with a double-double with rebounds. Weird. This is such a weird game. All right.
Come on, please, don't choke.
6-point game. Dallas trails.
Please.
Dallas trails by just 6.
Come on.
Dallas by 8. Dallas down 10. Wow.
Come on. Oh my
Play it
gosh.
out, but this might be it.
Oh my gosh.
I think
My
Miami.
4th ring.
Miami's probably got this now in the bag.
Let's go.
Yeah, congratulations, Miami Heat and complete Fleecer champions.
Yes, sir. Let's go, Heat.
I don't know who's going to be Finals MVP, but if I had to make a prediction, I'm going to make a prediction. Finals MVP. I think you should give it to Swaggy P. But I guess we'll see. So, Dwayne Wade, of all players, with a 5 and 7 stat line. Meanwhile, other awards that are notable are Kobe Bryant picking up the MVP award, Dwight Howard winning Defensive Player of the Year. Both of those are basically in line with relative historical. Lou Williams coming off the bench behind Gilbert Arenas winning Sixth Man of the Year. We have to fix this most improved player thing at some point. We can do a voting on that, and I can edit the league file for that. Steph Curry winning Rookie of the Year. Tyreek Evans, the real-life winner, coming in 5th. Meanwhile, all league teams include guys like Gilbert Arenas, Aaron Ginobili, Kevin Durant, Amari Stoudemire, Joe Johnson, Dirk Nowitzki, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, Monte Ellis, Chris Paul, Darren Williams, LeBron James, Steve Nash, Tony Parker, Kobe Bryant. No real surprises there. And looking at retirements, we have, of course, a few Easter eggs like Oscar Schmidt. Look him up if you guys don't know who he is. Otherwise, you don't know anything about basketball. Any retirements on active teams?
Sam Cassell.
All right, Sam Cassell was a free agent. People could have signed him. Antonio McDyess retiring on San Antonio, but no real shockers.
Jerry Stackhouse.
Yeah, you might see a few names that look relatively familiar. Wait, Aaron Gray retired? Wasn't he like? Oh my God, did it happen? I think he died.
No.
I think we have a death. I'm pretty confident we have a death.
Of course it's Chicago.
I'm pretty confident we have a death.
Of course it's Chicago. What else would it be?
I gotta hunt this down here. All right. Where is it? Tragic death. Nope, we don't have.
Oh no. Okay, we're
Damn. Damn, I was so confident. I was like, there's no way a guy that got cut mid-season would retire, but I guess it happened. I was so confident we'd have our first death. All right, so with that, we're going to view the draft lottery here. And Houston has 2 opportunities, it looks like. And yeah, you guys hyped?
Yes, sir.
If Toronto
I'm very hyped now.
All right.
I'm gonna lose it if Toronto gets the top 4 pick.
All right. First, pick 14 goes to Houston. Pick 13 goes to Toronto. Pick 12 goes to Toronto. That's via Chicago for the Bosch deal. 11 goes to Minnesota. 10 goes to New York. We have our first move up. Sacramento will be moving into the top 4 here. In real life, they selected DeMarcus Cousins, who will probably be going in the top 4. Could potentially be an interesting, realistic opportunity. LAC, which gets Blake Griffin back, goes to 9. We have our second skip, which will be OKC. I'm trying to think who OKC selected in real life.
I don't know. It was a late pick, I know.
No. Was it a late pick? I thought they were like.
It was, I think.
All right. Regardless, Milwaukee picking up pick 8. Pick 7 going to Washington. We have 2 other skips: Portland skipping, New Jersey skipping, and then Houston picking up 6. 5 going to Philly. So that leaves the remaining teams are Portland, New Jersey, OKC, and Sacramento.
Dang.
Portland will pick up pick 4.
Wait, did Philly and Houston already gone?
Sacramento will pick 3rd. 2nd will be going to New.
Who won?
Congratulations, OKC.
Wow. We're screwed.
Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Serge Ibaka, and the first overall pick in a stacked draft class.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Also, interesting enough, guess who OKC took in real life?
Who'd they take?
Eric Bledsoe.
Interesting.
I didn't even know he played there.
He must have been traded.
I think he got traded to the Clippers, I think.
No. That was before Clippers. I think he went to New Orleans. Who would they have traded off of New Orleans? He definitely went to New Orleans though.
I know he went to Clippers.
That was after New Orleans because he got traded in a big deal. Could it have been for Darren Collinson? Could it have been Bledsoe for Collinson?
Let me look at that.
It might be Bledsoe for Collinson. Anyway, that's going to be, I guess, our Easter egg. In the comments of this YouTube video, tell me who in real life, without looking it up, went to who was traded for Eric Bledsoe from Oklahoma City after the 2010 draft. And with that, we'll have our draft in a couple days. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I will stop that recording.